Good evening, my dear ghoulish friends, and welcome to a special Halloween edition of Coffin Talk. Tonight, we're taking a nostalgic journey back to the 1970s to unearth the top 5 Halloween costumes that once ruled the spooky season. Halloween, the time when creativity and trends collide to create unforgettable costumes. But before we delve into today's eerie ensembles, let's step back in time to a decade where vacuum-formed and rubber mask ruled the night. In the 1970s, it was all about the vacuum-formed and rubber mask paired with a onesie-themed Halloween costume that may or may not have been flame retardant. There was a controversy back in the day. A novel approach, don't you think? These vintage gems were inspired by the era's famous music icons, TV series, and movie characters of the time. Now let's unveil the top 5 vintage Halloween costumes from the 1970s. First up, the Cape Crusader himself, the Batman. Inspired by the popular TV show and cartoon, this mask and cape combo allowed kids to become Gotham's protector as they raced through their neighborhoods for tricks and treats. Next on our list, a friendly specter, Casper the Friendly Ghost. Instead of a classic ghost costume, the 70s saw an influx of Casper costumes inspired by the new Casper cartoon show. The Beatles. As the legendary band parted ways in the early 70s, their music and influence lived on through Halloween costumes. Donning a Ringo Starr mask, kids could rock out to their favorite tunes. Really, Jody? They could rock out to their favorite tunes? That was the best you could come up with? Maybe they needed a little help from their friends? Huh? No, I apologize. I mean, I guess the Ringo Starr costume would be better than the Gabe Kaplan, Mr. Carter from Welcome Back, Carter, or the Captain Steubing costume. We are going to show clips of those, right? Okay. This one was pretty much a tie. Girls either went back in the 70s a Holly Hobbie, a witch, or Barbie. So we'll show all three. But Barbie, the iconic doll, became a popular costume choice among girls during the 70s. It was a time when imagination took center stage and dressing up as Barbie was a dream come true. Oh, mystery solving, Ruh-roh. Last but not least, Ruh-roh. Really? You want me to say Ruh-roh? I mean, I guess I did do a TV show with him. Anyway, Ruh-roh. Last but not least, Scooby-Doo and the gang were all the rage. Despite the slightly frightening mask, dressing up as Scooby-Doo or his pals became a beloved tradition. Not really. I would say more so, Jody, that everybody dressed up as Scooby. Anyway, I digress. These vintage masks may have been slightly uncomfortable, but they represented the essence of the 70s, capturing the spirit of iconic cultural figures. Oh, to say those masks were uncomfortable is an understatement. If you tried to stick your tongue out through the little slit in the mouth, you would cut yourself. When you could never breathe. Or in the eye holes you couldn't see. I'm surprised most of us made it out of the 70s. As we remember these costumes from the past, it's fascinating to see how some ideas remain timeless, while others fade away like ghosts in the night. My dear viewers, whether you choose to embrace the classics or create new trends, this Halloween remember that the spirit of the season lives on through every costume. Really? Frankenstein, Dracula? Or that ridiculous Spider-Man didn't make it into the top 5? Are you sure you researched this properly? No, I'm gonna roll a clip of what I thought would be popular back in the 70s. Children coming door to door begging for candy. I remember seeing plenty of Spider-Man costumes. Spider-Man. Anyway, until next time, my fellow creatures of the night, Keep your costumes creative, your candy bags full, and your spirits high. Good night.